What's Up Fool Podcast. Welcome to the What's Up Fool Podcast. We got MartinRizo right here, man. What's up with that hair, bro? You went to an audition, huh?
I did have an audition yesterday.
Because your hair looks like, you know what? I could play the tough guy, or you put it back. I could play like the jerk high school guy, or right now you could play like the weak, feeble guy.
That's like
21st. The Willie Barcena story, dude.
Oh, shit.
El Zesty or what?
Have you practiced in the elbow, bro?
You fucking kuta.
That's 21 Jump Street hairdo right there, bro.
That's it, bro.
Flock of seagulls.
We're doing a movie right now, bro. 41 Jump Street. We're going to be undercover in a night school, bro.
Saturday Night Lights over here, dude.
There's a lot of people stealing tests and stealing meth.
PBS movie, dude.
Man, I found you young.
And we have our guest here from the Madball, man.
Yeah, man.
Fucking hardcore metal and shit, man.
Crazy people.
Man,
New
let me
York
tell you, bro,
hardcore.
when I was a kid, I was like most little kids, man, who got into punk. Like a little poser all the way, hardcore, bro. Like stealing rock shirts and shit. Go to Melrose, bro, and steal the whole rack of rings.
Yep.
I used to know a little Asian guy. He used to go to Melrose, you know, where all the punk rock rings, you know, the big thick ones. And he goes, I thought that fool could have still just one now, bro. He took the whole thing, dog.
That fool came out like fucking homeboy from the Avengers.
That was big. Those stores, all those metal stores used to be real big.
Is there a big metal store in New York?
Yeah, they used to be, we had a place by us called, what they call, now it's Hot Topic, but it was Fan. That's what it was called.
Back in the days?
Yeah, and it would be like, a lot of those spots, you could buy a bong and like a glow-in-the-dark freaking poster, like all the 70s stuff.
Little studded bracelet.
Yeah, it was like that. You buy like a dildo, a bong, or a pack of freaking zigzags.
Hey, ready for a great weekend, bro. You know?
No, a pack of bamboos.
Yeah, coming out looking like Kiss, huh?
So we got Hoya right here, people.
Oh, what up, what's up, everybody?
From the Smoking Word Podcast.
Yeah, wepa.
Check it out on YouTube, man. How long you been doing this podcast before? Let's talk about the podcast.
Yeah. No, I actually started it a while ago, way before the pandemic stuff, but technology was still too crazy. And I was on tour a lot, so I used to use my sound guy to do all the uploading and all that stuff. It was a pain in the ass before. It was really hard, you should know. And then I kind of slowed down on it, and when the pandemic happened, the whole thing happened, and the Zoom app kicked in. Everybody was using the Zoom, and I saw how easy it was. It was a good way to keep the band alive and the whole everything. So we were like, hey, let's start it up. It keeps the brand, you know, everybody, our face is still out there. So, and boom, you know, I love talking shit. So, you know.
Hell yeah, bro. Anyways, bro, Donald Trump, bro, was arrested with a bunch of other people, bro.
In Miami, bro.
In Miami, bro. And guess what, bro? Like a G. Guess where he went as soon as they raided him?
Versailles.
Versailles, coño.
Shut up.
He went to Versailles, bro. Look for it.
For coffee, croquetas.
Look for it. Because, you know, cocksucker, if you're going to do time, you're going to get a meal de noche.
It looked like a homecoming, right? It didn't look like anybody was going anywhere.
Cubans were losing their minds. Venezuelans came out of nowhere, bro.
Listen.
But look at
Trying
that.
to
Like,
sell Venezuelan dollars.
they come from dictators, so they know his struggle. He's being persecuted,
yeah,
bro.
listen.
He's smooth, huh? He knows how to
Hell
do it right.
yeah, bro. He's going to the base. Right there with George Masvidal, bro.
You know what's funny about Versailles?
Hey, he's a G.
That place, if he would have went,
G.
if Donald Trump would have went to Versailles during the pandemic, they would have made that motherfucker wear a mask.
Oh, yeah.
Because Versailles was really strict with those masks.
Yeah,
like
they were,
that
dude.
lady was holding.
we were there, bro.
The fucking the cashier. She was an old lady, bro. She was wearing a mask and she was slanging that Cuban accent. There was a redneck man with no mask, and then her husband, the wife was wearing a mask, and the Cuban lady looks at the husband. Mira, papi, si no tienes la mascarita para afuera, no te voy a atender. Por favor, mamá preciosa, dile a tu esposo que para afuera or next, por favor.
Yeah.
You had to wear bro, tell me.
It was crazy, and I remember
No se me amontonen 6 feet apart, please.
long line, and then you see those Cuban fools that don't have jobs and they just kick it there all day.
Those 4 old men that were sitting at the table, ¿qué está haciendo usted, desgraciado? Por favor, ponte la
Sorry,
boca.
bro. If Donald Trump would have got arrested in California, that fool would have went. He would have fucking went to King Taco later on, bro.
No,
He
in
would've been
Florida,
over-
they love him.
Oh,
they,
dude.
They love
to
him.
death, bro.
I saw him roll up. I was like, wait a minute. Didn't they wasn't he going to jail? I was like, was like a party, right? Like graduation.
That's the way you get out of jail, bro.
He went over there to get a high five from the last member of the Bay of Pigs.
You know what's funny, dude? Like, everybody, when you go to jail, oh, he got caught. Like, dude, put your head down. Like, that fool came out even shining more, huh?
Yeah, listen, they said I saw arrested, this, that, then I see him at Versailles.
It's like, who the fuck gets out of jail and does that right away, bro? Like, nothing, dog.
This motherfucker was hiding fucking highly sensitive documents in the bathroom, bro. Some of those boxes had PS4 on them. He didn't hide it too good, bro.
Yeah.
Some of the boxes said, fucking summer wear.
There was a wig in one of those boxes, huh?
Like hiding in your bathroom. Like, really? Like, what the fuck was here?
Hey, man, he's a gangster, man. That's how drug dealers hide their shit, bro, in boxes.
yeah.
Listen,
PS4.
people forget how popular he was also before he ran for president.
yeah,
Right? Just
dude.
recently, they had they put like a collage of all these rap songs.
Yeah, of like
You heard
people
that?
praising him.
Mac Miller,
Everybody used to
yeah.
be like, yo, you doing like Trump. Everything was like Trump, like Trump. You had so many rap songs. And I remember him. He was always at the party, dancing all weird.
Chilling.
But he was at the party, dancing. You know what I mean? With the girl, trying to be that.
Was doing, I don't know what he was doing, bro.
Yeah,
Something.
If you have $1 billion,
the chiripiorca shit, that shit.
Hell yeah, bro.
I know
Old
that
school.
Me Latino right there,
fucking
bro.
Chesperitos, los chiflados.
I was telling him, I seen some OG real Spanish. I seen Cepillín live. So I seen a couple of things.
Yeah,
Damn.
that's classic.
I know something you know they didn't know. What you know about Edie Chacon?
El show de Iri Chacon.
You know what I mean?
El show de Iri Chacon.
That's also some East
Bro,
Coast
let me tell you,
Latin.
bro. That show used to come out at 8, and she used to come out in a thong,
I
bro.
told you.
Was
they're
she
making
like,
all these
Look it up,
fools
Philip.
hard as
Iri
fuck,
Chacon.
huh?
Oh, you're talking about Iri Chacon?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, she used to play violin.
No, that was Charro.
No, that's
Charro.
you're
Charro
talking
played the
there's
guitar,
two of them. No, she played the
Lourdes,
guitar.
Yeah, there was Lourdes Chacon and Edie Chacon. They were both like just voluptuous women, but they were like, I guess what Pamela
Yeah,
Anderson was.
Edie's Chacon played
That's before, like,
played
Carmen
violin.
Miranda. Carmen
After
Miranda.
Carmen, yeah.
And you're
70s.
thinking about the other lady, Charity.
Shusha.
No, Charity.
No, Edie Chacon, I know.
Yeah, Edie
She
Chacon.
was-
No,
'cause
yeah,
she-
Edie Chacon used to dance. That's right.
Yes.
And the lady that used to play with violin with the thong, her name was Olivia Brisky.
I want to know who that is.
That was a
Philip,
kid show.
look
Pull
it
her
up,
up, bro.
Look it up. Olivia Briskin. She used to
Briskin,
play
dude.
violin in a thong.
Yeah, they
for
took
kids.
my idea. All right, now forget it. There goes my new idea.
Huh? Olga Briskin.
Olga.
Mean Russian,
Nah, I
huh?
never heard of that one. I know the India Maria. I know that one. I never heard of that one.
Hey,
Bro, she used to be like real tall, voluptuous, and she used to play a violin, bro.
For kids, bro?
Here it is. Play it.
He said for kids? I don't know for kids, but like
holy
for
shit.
kids.
And then look for another lady named Charity.
Yeah, I don't know, but I definitely Edie Chacon. I'm surprised. That was like the Pamela Anderson back there for like, and I think all she did was dance, right? I don't think.
Yeah. There was a comic named Luda Vika, and she used to be a dancer choreographer for one of those shows back in the day.
That's what's crazy is that
She's
even
Dominican?
I don't even know, but even then you knew who the main Latin artists were. Look, it didn't matter. You knew it was the same freaking Chespirito, freaking
Cantinflas.
Cepillín, Nelson Ed, like we were talking about, the same handful of stars, like
Yeah, man. Him and I were talking about. He told me about Nelson Ned, right? Nelson Ned, bro. Look up Nelson Ned, bro. Put it one of his songs.
Man, you
He's
gotta
Cuban,
show-
right?
Yeah, Brazilian.
He's Brazilian, bro. He was the man with a giant voice.
Yeah, the giant voice, Nelson Ned.
Bro, what I was
Big dude.
telling you, he
He's
reminded
like
me.
you, but like taller.
Here it is, play him, Philip.
He's like,
Here it is, here, play him.
yo, show Nelson Ned to me.
Oh, my God.
He's like
dude.
probably like 2 feet taller than you.
Check it out, bro.
I'm going to give me a little fucking mic like that.
Listen to the jam. Damn, dude. He's bringing it home right now.
He's bringing it home, bro.
Yeah.
Cocksuckers.
Oh shit, yo! You can't fuck
Bro,
with him, dude.
bro, one time Joe Diaz said, I did a butt with that guy.
Yo, get out of here! He is a bump.
Joe Diaz said, no. 'Cause when he said Nelson Ned, one time Joe Diaz was bombing, and he goes, how about a little Nelson Ned song? He went like this, bro.
Yeah.
And he went like this, dog. He leaned his head to the side like this. Bro, half of the audience knew who he was. They fucking died. Bro.
Collapsed.
That fool looks like Don Francisco.
That guy,
bro.
Nelson Ned, he was like a singer, bro, romantic singer in the 70s, 60s. And that fool used to be on all the shows in Mexico and tour the world.
Yeah, tour the world. Everybody knew him. Man. He sang like, he was like tattooed, but with talent.
Oh, God damn, dude, what the fuck?
Yeah, he didn't point his gun at his wife every hour.
Yeah, he's no
That's
joke.
what he was doing the Elvis Presley story.
Yeah,
It's
nah,
like the
nah,
Mucinex X-Men, dude.
That
shit,
fool,
dog.
that's the
What
fool that
the
got
fuck?
Joe Diaz into blow, bro. He sat on his shoulder. Papa.
I heard his son
no,
is
that's
one of Satan's cavemen from Nacho Libre.
Are you serious?
No, I'm joking.
I look like that.
Oh, believe it or not. I wonder why you sent me that shit.
I said, Satan's caveman, that shit kills me.
Hilarious,
Man. Forget it.
dude.
Nelson Ned.
You never heard of him, bro?
Hell
But
no.
his music
I thought you
sounds
knew all
like,
your people, bro.
Leo
his
Dan.
music sounds a lot like Lil Don, that kind of like,
Yeah.
style from
Romantic.
Like the 60s, 70s. Yeah, come on.
Romantic music.
Everything was that, though.
White suit music.
Like,
White
you know,
shoe
If you
music.
put English, it was the same music back then. Like, everybody
is
was like that
happening?
lounge music. You know what I
Velvet
mean?
suits, bro. Fucking, yeah.
Hell yeah.
It was him.
And that fool did a lot of coke, according to Joe Diaz.
Really, dude?
I would love to see that. That's a crazy.
I would've
Funny,
doubted
man,
it,
'cause
though,
he was
dude.
be singing, bro. You know, he's a little person, but he be having a little shiny ass ring, bro.
Let me ask you, what is the way to say is little person? I say
LP?
Yeah.
dwarf,
Loss prevention.
right?
Dwarf.
Dwarf. Yeah.
Chiquito.
Chiquitito.
What about ching ching? That's bad. Yo, ching ching, come over here.
A chincha? Isn't it like a
No,
bed bug
ching
or-
ching is like a crab, right? No, that's a chincha, right?
Ching.
It's a bed sore.
Yeah.
Bed bug.
I thought they
Yeah,
were chinchas, yeah.
Cangrejos, right?
Grasshopper, no?
That's snail.
No,
A snail, no? Nah, a snail.
How do you say-
Cangrejo is
cangrejo?
snail.
no, cangrejo's a crab.
Yeah, can I go
No,
crab?
Jaiba is crab.
Jaiba too is
crab.
No,
Snail
jaiba is
cangrejo?
crab too.
I thought that was a grasshopper.
No, wait a minute. We gotta get to the bottom.
Snail's baboso.
We gotta get to the bottom.
Grasshopper is Chapulín.
A chapoli yang.
Grillo.
And
too.
Grillo is cricket.
Yeah.
All right, that's
You're
cricket.
right,
No,
though.
but I think jaiba is the little crabs
Yeah.
and cangrejo is the big
Sea
one.
crab.
Oh my God! Speaking of crabs and bugs, bro.
I'm itchy, though.
It itches.
I was watching. I
burning.
this morning. I hit a massive weak ass bowl,
Boom.
and that shit gave me more cough than high. And I started watching fucking that show with that British guy. And right here we have the antelopes swarming into the synagogue, whatever. That show, World of the Worlds, bro. Animals of the World, animals, I guess.
Yeah.
It's a British
And
dude.
bro,
Hello, man.
they're showing like, cause it's spring everywhere, right? And they show these fucking. He goes, there's a little ass beetle, right? It comes out of the desert finally, right? Because there's like no more rain, so that fool finally comes out, and it's one, right? Just one. Then he sees another one. There's like 10 of them, right? Then they start muting, right? Those motherfuckers become locusts, right?
What the
And they
fuck?
start eating everything, bro.
All the crops?
Like
That's that biblical shit.
Everything, dog. And then when they just keep fucking attacking everything,
Corn.
bro. And then when it gets to when they fucking they see that they gotta go somewhere else, these motherfuckers grow wings now, bro.
Like they're
And this
evolving to
fucking wing came out, bro. And they flew far, bro. These motherfuckers were eating 400
crops or shit like
billion tons a day, dog.
That whole swarm of locusts.
Not are they from here or they're like from
Africa and shit, right?
Exactly.
But this time
all those because in Florida.
But
you
this
learn
time
that.
they made it. This time this was the biggest swarm in fucking 70 years. They said.
Because that goes
Damn,
into
dude.
biblical proportions.
But it's funny, man. They go all the way, bro, to fucking so they eat everything, so they run out of food to eat, and then it starts getting hot again, and they all die.
Yeah. That's you know what happens in Florida is a big thing. That's why I asked. I knew they weren't from here. Because these bugs come and like also with certain like animals and pets, they bring them here and people let them go. In Florida, it was a big thing. That's why in the Everglades it's filled with boas that don't belong there.
and all that
There's
shit.
all types of animals that aren't from there.
Exotic animals that people bought at a fucking
You know
pet
why
shop
in
and let 'em
Florida
out.
they can't? They let them out. Yo, I seen crazy stuff in Florida. I know people that had crazy stuff. All these guys that had gators and stuff that were raising them. They lived in Homestead. Like these guys were literally.
You can raise fucking guinea.
Well, you could do whatever you want.
From a
If
baby,
you get
no?
caught doing it, it's a different story. You know, it's like that was the thing. Like, but it's big and the bugs. That forget it. They have these African locusts, same type of shit.
Because they destabilize their ecosystem.
Yeah,
too.
and they eat everything, and it's crazy. And
Fuck a pit bull. I want an alligator.
Yeah, I'm gonna walk my alligator, bro.
yeah, a lot of people, the lizards, all type of stuff you have in Florida, they're not even from there. It's crazy.
It was funny in Florida when that shit was happening when it got all cold. Those iguanas were freezing and falling.
They fall.
Oh yeah, they're falling off the trees.
But I'd rather have lizards than rats, and I'm glad I left New York. I haven't seen a rat yet. Not that Florida don't have them, but I'd rather deal with a
I saw a
lizard.
big guy right in New York the last time I was there, bro, like this long, man.
Listen,
Should look like a puppy.
Right.
That was just his dick. All right, people.
yo, we had a rat come in
up
front of
gang
us in the
signs,
middle of
homie,
the
like,
day.
You were saying, yo,
Me and
I'm
Stick were walking,
here.
stopped in front of us, and they hissed
I'm
at
probably
us.
here.
Like, yo, man, that's a cat. I mean, a rat that isn't cornered and it stops and it starts hissing at you. Yeah, that's some like
That's
rabbit.
That's a
Call
Brooklyn.
Rodrigo.
yeah.
That's a Brooklyn rat right there. You know.
And
Real
New-
fart
and
on it.
that was that big here with like the punk rock people back home. They did that a lot of the having
Had
the
rats.
rats.
Yeah.
You mosh pit rats in there, dude.
I
Like,
can't do that, man.
I remember because people would have like the white rats. as
Yeah,
pets.
I don't care what it is. Oh, it's a lab rat. I don't want it. You don't get it near me. That a cockroach.
Got a job.
Or a mongoose.
You know,
Those are the
a
mongoose.
mongoose is better than a rat. You know, and I went to Thailand and they put.
That's like a scarf rat,
You know what's
bro.
crazy? They get this a see-through box and they throw 4 cobras and then they throw a mongoose in there.
Who wins? For
The
the bet on
mongoose.
him, huh?
Yeah, the mongoose. But they don't do it to the dead. The mongoose catches them like that, and they separate it. They separate them. It's pretty crazy, because the mongoose skin, it's like oily and really like deep. So by the time they can't penetrate, they have long necks, so they're able to come around and grab the snakes by their neck.
Okay.
It's basically the same as a badger. How
Yeah.
they can fucking fight
Same
like
thing.
Yeah,
an
badgers
animal.
are some bad motherfuckers.
Their
dude.
skin's loose, so that you
Yeah,
really can't
same
fight.
thing.
That show was crazy, bro. It's kind of depressing, man. That,
Which one,
what-
fool?
The one about the animals. They show this fucking little bird that's just he hatches on the beach, and then the fucking mom and dad take off, and then the mom shows up again, gives him a little bit of food, or whatever she could throw up on him, right? Go do a fish. But the dad, he flies far, bro, right? So these birds can't they can't tell the difference between what's a fish or a floating can, you know, or a floating chip or
Litter
a
and
plastic,
shit,
right? Shit that we throw away in the fucking ocean for no reason, right?
they
So
choke on that shit.
he goes, so they're showing these birds. He goes, half of them are gonna die because they're gonna be sucking up on plastic and glass. So you see all these little birds dying, and bro, because they were fed glass, you know, from the dad, you know, before he took off.
Deadbeat dads, bro.
So
Yeah.
later on, you see one little bird, and that fool's throwing up. He's like, "Oh, you think this fool ain't gonna make it?" But he throws up a big old snot with a fucking a can like this, a fucking half-eating bag of chips,
Fucking rapper, huh?
a
Damn,
fucking piece of plastic, you know.
Wow, my
And but he survives, bro. Right? So that fool's just following him, bro. He's waiting, bro, like for. Because that's it. His mom and dad aren't coming back no more. That's it. You know, once he grows his wings, he gets to fly away, right? But some of these fucking ducks, whatever, they get too early, bro. They fucking start flying when the wings are not ready, and they land. Fucking shark, eats that motherfucker, bro. There's sharks waiting for these birds to fail, bro.
Oh, that's
Right?
crazy.
So
Nature,
finally, this bird like realizes, you know, fuck this. So he fucking grows big, dog. He's one of those biggest birds that flies in the ocean to the ocean, right? So he
Albatross.
That's an albatross.
That's
He's an albatross.
Yeah,
he's
bro.
he's
They're
huge,
fucking
dog.
enormous, bro.
And he's huge. And then he just starts flying away, dog, flipping off sharks. Fuck you, I can fly now. And then he flies like
Suck my
100,
wing, eh?
200 kilometers, bro, where they all meet again.
It's so funny how like
They
little,
know.
Their
Meanwhile,
biology sends
I
them
lost
there,
my
bro.
family for 3 hours in Universal Studios, bro.
yeah.
I was going,
I wanted to get lost. dude.
oh my
done that
God.
shit before.
I got 10 rides by myself in 2 hours.
See you guys in 2 hours.
Yeah,
Fuck
I got
this.
lost. Ain't the
Single
albatross?
riders.
Doesn't that shit like fly for like a year before?
Yeah.
Yeah, bro.
that shit's crazy.
It's crazy how like they know where the fuck to go, where
The
their
migration,
people
all
are at.
that shit,
yeah,
dude.
dude.
Like,
Yeah,
it's like
dog.
already embedded in their DNA,
No
dude.
GPS.
When the hurricane shit happened,
They were-
a lot of them get stuck in the eye, of the storm, and you see it. They filmed it. So we would have birds, and they end up in like Minnesota and shit. And when the shit opens up, and they just fucking end up there because they show in the middle of the hurricane, it's like it's open, like you could survive in there.
It just
and
carries them
they're
over.
going, and it carries them and carries them. So they get relocated, unwillingly.
I can't be a little bird with a little bag, cocksucker.
Yeah.
Got
Crazy. It's crazy how that shit works. And back home, we used to fly pigeons. Stigma used to do that. New York, that was big with the pigeons and shit. Yo, they're
Like
smart.
Tyson.
They're
They
smart.
do that. They're smart. You fly them and they go flying.
Do they come back?
They always come back because
How do they
feed
know?
them.
Okay, you feed them.
Because you feed them.
They recognize faces.
And they just know, like, oh, I come here, they're gonna be fed. They're almost like a regular pet, like a if you threw pigeons or something, they go.
How do they know where to land?
I guess just being there, like
Following them.
Yeah, because you have them and they just used to being cooped up. And I used to go with Vinny, and he used to take me. There was an old man, rest in peace, one of the last old New York guys. He used to fly the pigeons. We would go on the roof,
Messenger,
and then you go. Yeah, he would let them all out. You open it. He had a stick with like a sock on the end, and he'd be like, woo, woo. He'd make these noises. They would literally do full laps, like big laps. It was like, 50, 60 of them. And you see them, and he had tumblers, and they would tumble. He was like, those are expensive. I raced those. Because the Italians or the mobsters, they used to bet on it. They used to have pigeon races. So they would bet on pigeons. And then what happens is your pigeons end up in another neighborhood. Oh, I got some pigeons. Yo, what's up?
Wrong gang.
So then you could sell them back. It was like a hustle. So it's like fighting dogs, but it was racing pigeons. It was crazy, but it was a big Lower East Side thing, flying pigeons in Uptown. Crazy.
That's fucking
People
nuts.
eat pigeons to this day too, right?
Yeah, my father would. My father goes, yeah, you can eat the brown one. I'm like, no, you can't, motherfucker.
I was gonna ask you, since you brought up Vinny, like who Vinny Stigma is, because I know, like in the realm of New York hardcore,
Yeah.
you kind of you always bring him up, like
Oh yeah, he's he's the Elvis. He's the
guitar player for Agnostic Front, founding member.
Founding member. He's probably one of the oldest pieces of New York punk rock hardcore history alive. He's right now writing a record. He's on tour. He's basically the living, Keith Richards, Elvis, you name him. He's still alive, and he's on stage, and he's still writing the book on it. But he's also like Forrest Gump in the best way, where he's been through every crazy scenarios in life, and he's done it all, and he don't even know it. You know what I mean? It's like it's ridiculous. It's crazy.
He's a character, bro.
Oh yeah, he's the
My friend who got into punk in 9th grade, Emilio Garcia. No, that fool was hardcore, like into all that shit, and he's the one that gave us a bunch of shirts to hang. You gotta hang out there. You gotta wear these shirts. He gave me an Agnostic Front shirt, and he gave my friend a DRI shirt,
Yeah.
and this other fool, he gave him this stupid ass shirt. It was called Chinese for Christ. You remember that?
No, but it
CFC,
sounds like some typical old style band or something.
Yeah, it was
like
Chinese for Christ, and it was a Chinese guy with a cross like this.
Because I sent Philip a little YouTube clip of Vinny Stigma back in the day.
Oh yeah,
Like,
no,
it's
there's nobody
fun
like
as
him,
fuck, bro.
There's nobody like him. He's the Lower East Side. He's Mott Street. Like he's all that. Like that Italian New York shit. Everybody tries to imitate. That's him. That's just him.
That style too was fast. I don't know if that's not killing my business.
Yeah. That's them. That's them. They wrote the book on that, and Vinny was there before punk rock. That's the crazy thing. He lived 2 blocks from CB's. That he grew up there on Mott Street. So from the rock era, and then when rock started becoming more, hard rock, and then the punk, and then he was there through all of that. That he was he's like a staple there. He was, everybody knows him there. Like he used to be in a band with Rick Rubin back in the day, before Rick Rubin was doing music.
Jam and all that stuff.
Yeah, way before that. Like you name it, they cross paths. It's crazy, like crazy stories he has.
When you were a kid, I know we talked about it here before, and there was no internet, man. Did you ever tape trade with people?
Oh, I know. I didn't personally, but my people, that was the way you do it.
Bro, my friend,
Yeah.
R.I.P. He was killed.
Yeah.
Ismael Garcia. That fool used to fucking have, bro, boxes of Vans shoes with cassettes, bro, from all over America, bro. Like that fool be like, he'll go to local punk gigs and real punk gigs at Fender's Ballroom, and he'll fucking record it.
Yep.
And then he'll fucking label every song, the fucking date, and where it was, and then he'll have like he'll put in on a sheet with all the stuff that he has and all the new stuff, and then he'll mail that letter to other metalheads, and punk heads to see, and they'll be like, okay, and then they'll highlight. They'll highlight, and they'll be like, send it back. And that fool make him a copy, and then that fool send him back. And he goes, oh, man, you got the Beastie Boys live in New York? Send me that shit. You got Corrosion? Send me that. And then like, he'll be like, oh, man, you got to check out this new band, and then that one will send to everybody.
Yeah, it was like a message board. That's what you used to do.
Okay. But it's a big list, right?
And you would get in magazines.
Yeah.
You would get, at the end, it would say, from all over the world, like, into heavy metal, blah, blah, blah. And you would write to be like, and you would trade. It was very common, like, to do that.
Nobody made money off those.
Nobody.
No.
It was just for because you wanted to have it because you wanted to hear it. There was nowhere else to hear it. They were not playing on the radio.
You have something
there was no media.
Yeah, so I'd be like, I could get you that. You could get me this. All right, get me that. I'm going to send you whatever live or this.
I could get you Armor Saint right now performing in Boyle Heights.
Yeah. It'll be an introduction to the band or a recording of a band you've seen. Like you can get old Misfits recording. Because I know a lot of record stores would have that little bootleg section after in the 90s when I used to go.
Yeah, bootleg sections were big.
And then again, like Misfits live in 1983.
Yeah. But everybody who tape traded had a dad to give them money. Those were a lot of cassettes.
Yeah, that was money to buy stamps.
That's pretty modern. Cassettes were pretty modern.
And you can't really mosh with fucking a cassette deck in your fucking pocket. Those fools would be like this too. No shame.
They had a cord and a mic.
Yeah, I remember dudes that would record it would be on micro cassette, and they would transfer it to a tape.
I used to have to.
If you have to merge, forget about it.
With demo tapes, like my own band, the way we used to promote it, you do it in double cassette tapes, making copies all night. Yeah, doing that shit and then wrapping the papers and going to stores like. Yo, 5 songs, $5. That's the hardest shit. That was my line.
There was punk fools. I remember punk fools that would tape trade, and there was other fools that would fucking flyer trade.
Yeah.
They wanted like the flyer from that show he was at.
Oh, okay.
Right now, we just, you got to check out if you go to Vegas, I was telling him, go check out that punk rock museum. They, I was just there and I did it. It's bugged out. They got a lot of classic shit, West Coast, Midwest, New York. They got a whole New York section. But it's pretty cool. They got like boots, guys, a Pennywise room, all the equipment, old shit, exploited shit. It's pretty bugged out. So I got some cool shit there.
Because the bands that I knew in high school were like only the band that my friend got us into. Like he had everything, bro. He was a lonely child, so therefore all the albums.
He had no friends.
No friends.
He had all the albums.
No friends.
So all his friends were like, he was like 2 years older than us. So they had a guitar. That fool used to, and he played guitar too.
Yeah, always one guy with the guitar. He had the record player.
Yeah.
And he hung out with kids younger than him.
He loved chicken skin.
Yeah.
From KFC.
Oh, I like that. KFC it used to be banging. It ain't the same no more.
It's softer now, right? The meat.
It hasn't been the same since the Colonel died.
Like I say, man, street tacos don't taste good no more because the cook washes his hands now.
Yeah. Fuck the health inspectors.
Before a little suero fall on the taco, watch out.
The flavor.
I was telling them now, like the big thing now is the birria everywhere. Back home, everybody's got
I know, bro.
I like it, but everybody's like, well, this is like a new thing now.
When I was a kid, it was only birria was eating on baptism and weddings, bro.
They forced you to eat birria as a kid.
Special occasions.
Oh, really? It was like
2-3 times a year.
It wasn't that wanted by the youth.
No, bro, because there was like a couple of birria restaurants. And you could, there was not even that many. There was one, and I don't know if it's still there, on First Street, Birria Jalisco.
Jalisco Birria.
Yeah, now it's a Birria Don Boni, and then the other one, Birria Chalino. Right?
But,
it was such an underground thing,
the ones that I've eaten, I didn't eat birria growing up, only in those days, and I didn't eat it growing up because we used to eat it with goat, bro.
Yeah, well, that's the real way. Birria is supposed to be with goat, right?
They make it out of like West now.
And I saw the goat being killed. Fuck that.
So birria doesn't mean specifically goat, or it just means the style, right?
It's a style, but if you want some birria, it's gonna be goat. The bombest one.
That's what I'm saying.
But they put out a rest because they can't get a hold of a goat.
Gotcha. Yeah, that's what I heard. It was too expensive.
Let me go get a loma of of beef
Yeah,
somewhere.
that's
But-
Chicken birria. Get the
but-
fuck out of
Oh
here.
my god, I'm sure that exists.
But you know what? Birria tacos is new because it was
Tofu
not birria
birria.
tacos.
But
It was just a plate of
Give me two.
birria.
Well,
Yeah,
dude, back
right?
in the day, your consomme would come with your birria. Now you're dipping in it. Now
Yeah.
you're drinking
Real-
it.
Yeah, I see motherfuckers drinking
Real
it.
goat birria, you cannot take that shit. Get that shit delivered, bro. That shit'll be hardened by the time it gets there.
And on top of that, if you eat real goat birria, you have it on the top of your palate for like 4 hours.
You can
5
taste
hours.
it like
The Chivo
Till dinner
guys
time.
that
That's
Barney.
true.
Yeah. That's just that barnyard
It's a
shit.
look. It's gamey, man.
it's gamey, man.
Yeah.
But it's good. Like,
It's bomb,
oh
bro.
man,
If
but
you like it.
like you have to eat it in a bowl with a lot of broth and
Cilantro.
rice and beans and cilantro and lemons
Little
because
tortilla.
nobody, man, you put that shit in a burrito, man.
That's
Yo,
that's
rip through that
those
shit,
other
dude.
A
sins that are
bowl of
happening right
birria
now.
with chivo with goat. 20 minutes later,
Shit sounds
it turns into fucking like Jello,
Yeah,
man.
menudo style. It has a layer of its own fat that doesn't like.
Listen, that Jello, anything Jello
Yeah,
thing.
it
that's-
hardens.
That's no good.
Not only that, every plate turned fucking orange after that. Dude.
Yeah, that
you
too,
couldn't
dude.
wash that shit off, man.
Here we go. You make out with a chile cilantro.
Yeah.
But that's also birria is one of those things. Like if you're not eating it since you were a little kid, you're not gonna be into it.
Acquire taste.
Very
Yeah.
rare. Like if you're a full grown adult. Like
My
you're gonna be into it.
my aunt's husband, Don Miguel, that fool
Miguel.
used to get down, bro, and birria. That fool be right there, bro. He be fucking massaging the chivo's legs.
You
when
have
it was
to.
a baby.
You have to,
Yeah,
bro.
put in-
Oh my god.
See, like those are things that
He put baby
I
oil
know
on
the
it?
new fools ain't doing.
He
What he-
massaging
baby
the
oil
legs,
on it?
Yeah.
bro.
There's some
And
pachando
then
that
after
shit,
when
dude.
he's killed, he's shoving that
Yeah.
fucking leg with chocolate.
Oh,
you
Well,
know?
see what this
And,
fool said.
uh,
He
Yeah,
massaged him before he died,
And he-
and
and
then
he-
you have to like
Stressed
and,
out, huh?
and like a
No.
he
No,
was
you
like
gotta-
a,
yeah, you
he
gotta
was loving
have
it,
it
bro.
relaxed.
He loved it.
you have to kill him where
relaxed.
he doesn't notice.
Yes,
he's
bro.
getting
Oh,
killed.
no, that's
Because
If
you
you
poison the meat.
Yeah, it sends a little. The body of the animal sends
Survival
something
thing?
through there. It's a chemical, and it's not going to poison the meat, but it's going to fuck it up where it's
Yep.
not going to taste
It
good.
ain't gonna taste like
Chickens can do it.
If,
Chickens
you know what?
do it too.
It decrete basically all it shits on its inside.
Yeah,
It's-
you secrete
That's
like
why they
some.
came out with that
yeah.
mad cow disease because the cow was stressed out
Oh,
and
shit.
it let off these
Hey,
chemicals, bro.
but I've noticed at other taco spots.
Huh?
That's stress and cortisol.
Yeah, stress
Well, there
and
you go.
cortisone. There you go.
I've
Wow.
noticed some taco stands where the meat tastes like that. I'm on, dude. This is damn.
Tenemos vacas chillonas, eh?
Caca
Que
vaca.
chille.
Yeah, que chie. These
We have
cows-
cows that are crying, eh?
But you have to psych them out where they don't, everything's
Yeah,
gonna be cool.
my
and then-
grandfather used to do the chicken. He'd be like, and then he'd snap the neck.
Ven pa' acá,
I mean,
mijo. I
Because
Yeah,
I don't
love
know if
why
you
you
had
gotta
mole
do it? My
from
uncle beat that.
a chicken that just got barely killed. It's the best mole ever.
Hey, but listen,
God, dude.
that was nice. I
bro.
seen these Puerto Rican dudes. They grab it and they would just do the
No.
yo straight up.
That's my grandma.
Yeah, old school. They
They're
take
doing
it
it like savages.
epecueso.
That's
My
some
grandma, bro, would let the
Santeria shit.
little babies watch it so they could know what's coming.
Yeah, no, oh yeah, they
Marcus
Just
Sepa.
kidding, eh?
oh the grandparents would
She
do
was
shit
hard.
like that in front of little kids. Almost like I think
Scare
they
the fuck out
they
of 'em.
wanna they
Yeah.
almost wanna like leave a little impression.
Hey, my tacos feel like they have PTSD, homie.
But
What the fuck?
but even
Nah.
like the best steaks, Felipe, like they massage those little
Yeah.
fools. Like
Kobe steaks, bro.
yeah,
They
they
Yeah,
massage
that's
the
a
hell.
Kobe,
out-
They
you
give them
have to.
they give them beer and they massage them. I was like,
dog,
yo,
dog.
what a life, huh? Get my fill
Oh,
with beer, massaged, and then what?
Massage me for the rest of my life. Don't
Alright.
slit my throat.
Is that with Wagyu too?
Yeah, the Wagyu,
Yeah,
yeah, Wagyu,
yeah.
all
Fucking
that.
what?
It's
Kobe.
good, dude. Damn.
Yeah, it's
So
the
bad.
same thing. They massage. They give you just like whatever barley or I don't know what. They throw some
Fatten
sort
you
of-
up.
Okay.
But yeah, but fuck it. No, man, I want some of that. I gotta.
Yeah, that birria probably was bomb.
No, but that birria, forget it. Everybody got a birria thing. Everything is that fantasy. And I was
Everything
like,
birria, bro. I was a chick last night, bro. She said, well, "You want birria?"
I was like,
You know what's gross? though?
Yeah,
Really
egg
gross.
rolls,
She's on the
dude.
rag.
The grossest thing I've seen lately, and
What?
I just think it's gross because top ramen, right?
Yeah.
It's cheap, right?
It's
It's already salty as fuck. They
Sodium
add
like
they
a
add birria
motherfucker.
to that
I
now.
saw that.
come
dude.
on.
They gotta
Yeah.
stop, bro.
Oh,
Yeah,
that
you- but
sodium,
that's-
You see, like you
Yeah,
can see the
bro.
separation with the juice and the birria juice.
They add birria to it. Instead of adding the hot water to the fucking like
Use
a
it as
top
a broth.
ramen, you use hot water and you mix the broth. They use the broth from the birria, the consomme.
Or to use it like that.
yeah, and then they have big chunks of birria.
That's some fantasy. What about this? Mad fantasy.
Hi,
What's this guy? I think Medina. You said he would eat it raw
Joy
spaghetti.
Medina, hell yeah.
I remember you.
Spaghetti, but-
Listen, dude.
He was broke, bro.
I don't listen. I've been
was on
broke
his way
too.
to curb
Yo,
appetite.
hot water's free. I hate to break it to you.
Well, yeah,
Hot
he would
water's
eat the-
free.
I had a homie that would do it, but
Come
he would
on,
just
you
to stop
fuck.
munching.
Hey, that shit tastes
I
like.
never told him that.
Yeah, you know what I
I
mean?
should have told him
You were
that.
looking at him all
maybe
bewildered?
because I was warm.
Yeah, man. I was warm. You didn't like. You know what I mean?
Oh, bro.
He ate dried maruchan.
Bro, I
but-
saw that.
No,
fool.
dry spaghetti.
I saw Joy Medina.
Like salty
would-
fucking Rice
Joy
Krispies,
Medina, bro. He grabbed like he fucking opened up some pasta and he started chewing out of it, bro.
Rigatoni.
Yeah, come on, man.
And then he drank some sauce, some ketchup. I don't know.
You're
Like
lying.
he's eating like an astronaut,
The
bro.
Germans
what the fuck,
don't
dog?
even do that. Let me tell you. Listen,
was
shout out
hard-
to my Germans. They do wild shit. They were making pasta once backstage, and homeboy had we caught him with a ketchup bottle for the tomato sauce. He was like looking at me, like giving me dirty looks. He has like a dirty punk rock thumb in that shit. I'm like, yo, what the fuck are you doing? Like,
Sabor.
wow.
What's the craziest shit you've eaten in Europe on tour or in South America?
Oh,
Haggis.
no, we've tried, but it was stuff that we've tried.
Caballo. You tried caballo, no?
Yeah,
Who's
I've
that
ate
horse?
we ate raw horse
In France?
No, in Okinawa. But it's a delicacy. We ate
Raw horse?
Yeah,
How do they serve it?
like sushi. Like it was, but you gotta get it fresh.
biscuit, homie.
And we went to a high end spot. We were like, it tasted like tuna sushi, like a piece of tuna.
Oh, that's what horse chili.
Yeah, but they say you gotta get it fresh. And I was like, all right, but we went to a high end spot. Then we went all in Japan. Another time, raw pork. Specifically, these one pigs from this one island is like these black pigs and raw pork. Me and Freddie, we tried little slices just to do the fantasy. We were like, we good. Those motherfuckers were like eating that shit like
They
spaghetti.
ain't that good.
Then another spot was raw chicken.
No,
Fuck
they-
that.
you died from
No, listen. I said the same thing. Yo, we only tried the breast meat because it kind of looked like sushi. Yo, we did it just to try to that bitch out. Yo, we were like, take it. To the guys, no, eat. They were like, really? Yo, they went off. Like, they went berserk on
They don't
it.
put it on crackers or anything?
No, just in their mouth, raw.
No rice? No
No,
milk?
it's because it's
Fire
in those
is
cities.
free,
It's
eh?
not everywhere. These
Fire's free.
it was specific. Yeah, fire is free. Specific.
God damn.
Specific.
I would have ate it too, dude.
It was
Fuck
specific
Hell
spots,
no.
but nah, fuck that.
Remember that one time we had that OG Korean food in New York?
Yeah.
Oh my God. I thought this shit was alive that we were eating.
But yeah,
Not
they
going
so,
ever
yeah,
again.
but that's the punk rock with its thumb in our shit. That was probably worse though. Like, that's like you don't know.
Yeah,
what the
man.
fuck.
Right there in MacArthur Park, they have an authentic Salvadoran restaurant next to a vegan and non-vegan restaurant, right? The vegan shit is bomb. And their pupusas, which are pork, are bomb too if you like pork. But next door, really authentic, bro. You could get a plate of rice and beans and a salad and then they'll fucking cook an iguana for your ass.
Come on.
OGs
Yeah.
de la selva.
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
a
what?
pet, homie.
Por
Next door is a
favor,
pet
que-
store, bro.
Por favor. Una piernita
And
de
2 doors
lagartija.
down, bro, they have a bar with, I'm pretty sure they have a bootleg arcade casino there because not that many people, I don't see too many men playing games there, right?
And Okinawa is wild like that. Like what they eat
Iguana?
there. No, they'll eat more. So my boy.
That's not it. There's
No,
more.
Yeah,
Oh
my
God.
boy Royce was in the Marine Corps there, so there's a Marine
Kosuri.
station. So while he was there, he told me one night he's blasted with his boys. So there's vendors outside. He's like, I'm on the north side of the island, and he goes, yo, me and my boy, we get these vendors, we get these chicken legs. They sell them a lot all over the place. And he
Little
goes,
dinosaur legs, they're
so
good.
he's like, not till he realized. He goes, yo, I thought about it. Like this is after we ate. He's like telling his boy, man, I'm so full. He was like, yo, that was a big ass chicken leg. He goes, wait a minute. If the chicken leg was this big, that means the chicken was this big. My motherfuckers were eating dogs. And it's known.
shit.
It's straight up, they're known in Okinawa to do that on the street food. Not everywhere.
Yeah.
They were a chicken leg this big? And he's one of those. He was like, yo, I know this was like
Ostrich,
big.
homie.
And there
That
wasn't
was a
ain't no
Rottweiler, huh?
turkeys, no none of that
That's
shit.
Longhorn from
It
fucking-
ain't none of
Like
that.
Edwin said,
You
too,
go to the
tastes a little
market.
rough.
You go to the market out there and you see some suspect things. It's crazy.
Because I know they eat like the seafood live, right? Like the pulpo
Yes.
está vivo. And
Yes.
they just, like,
They'll
swallow
eat that
shit.
all that wild shit. I've seen.
At least Latinos cook their shit, huh?
Yeah, exactly. Or we like soak it in
Boil
blood,
that shit.
like that. We soak it in blood and make sausage out of it.
That's
you know?
fucking.
Yeah. Now they'll do because they
What
see
else
it
you
as
guys
fresh.
eat over there? God damn, I don't want to go no more.
Yeah. they see it as fresh. You know what I mean? Like, yo, fresh right up. Oh, it's, you know, it's
I'll
better
probably-
right
Farmers
here.
market.
And now,
right there,
you know,
dude.
Asians go into it all mukbang
You know
style.
what, dude? I'll just go to McDonald's, give me a grilled cheese.
Yeah, right.
Well, I know like a lot of the bands that go to Asia or go to, like, they just go in the end, they just say, fuck it, we're just going to go to McDonald's. That's the closest
Well,
thing to come.
well, you know,
Taco Bell, bro.
again, it goes like this. When we were first went, we were like kids, and we were like, fuck that McDonald's. You know, we're gonna eat this shit. And then you get a little older, and now sushi's in style, and then you realize it's good.
Always.
Now we went back. The shit that you had to pay us the first time, that we were all like, look, you do it, I'll do it. Now we're ordering boats. You know, give me the octopus, the this, the that, the this, the that. You know, it
me the
changes.
pierna, the
Yeah,
perro,
yeah.
homie.
But then they always in Japan, they always gotta come. Like, all right, like today, where they had the buche, right?
Yeah.
So, because that's common over there, it's common that when you get the little sticks, it'll be like chicken hearts,
Those
the
shish kebabs.
tripas. You know, you get all these.
They don't waste anything.
They don't
over
waste
there, huh?
nothing. But
Chicken
it's-
necks, huh?
Even
it's
beaks, bro.
Everything.
Chicken dicks.
Chicken feet are the biggest things.
Dude, I
Like
can't
with the
do a
meat
chicken
and the
foot.
still like that, and they eat the meat right off the chicken.
I used to eat
hands.
chicken feet in Mexico.
Ugh, I
Well,
thought
well,
the only-
but
I
hold
was-
on.
And
Yeah.
now I wouldn't do that.
Wait, hold
shit.
on. You're Filipino, or your girl or something, right?
Yeah.
But Filipinos, they eat chicken feet too.
Yeah.
That's big. That's very big. And the
But look-
Chinese, they claim it's so tasty if you eat chicken, but I
Fuck
can't do that.
bro.
Now looking back, it's like little dinosaur feet, bro. I can't do that.
You never ate
fuck
pig feet,
that.
though?
I ate
Yeah.
pig feet too. Yeah. Little
pickled pig
pelitos
feet?
on it.
Yeah.
I seen that
With
shit
a
in the
little
jar.
black nail,
and
and
Yes.
shit, the best.
I even ate the manitas de puerco when they
Black nail,
when they
come
fry them with
on.
chicharrones and carnitas.
I eat it all, but I could never fuck with that. The neck,
chicken-
the
oh.
chicken hand and the foot.
Yeah.
They used to have a pig feet jar and a hard-boiled purple jar
Yeah, the-
Cool, that's-
and the little pigskin jar,
Dolores.
I love the
right? Yeah,
cueritos.
And the
Dolores,
eggs.
right? And then they used to be the
Yeah.
black dude,
Fuck those up.
Jerome. He'll be like this. Oh, did you guys save me one pig feet with a black nail on it?
Oh my God, I'm gonna throw up, man.
That
Don't
one's
say
been in there the
shit.
longest.
Bro, that fool
He
was
said with the black nail.
yeah, that fool put it in a
Yo.
little sandwich bag, and that fool be walking around with like chips and just be eating it, bro. Drinking a fucking St. Ides with Old English in it, bro.
That was the potion or something. They used to call
Yeah,
that shit.
bro. That fool in his mind, bro. He was in somewhere where people eat that shit, bro.
Yeah.
Like Himalayas.
And you know that the hoof or whatever that shit is, that shit got all that fat, that jello on it.
Yeah,
Like,
I remember
yo,
chewing on that shit. Bro.
I'm
Because,
gonna throw up.
That
bro.
fool, that fool will start eating it, and then like he'll see somebody tripping from far away and throw that bone at them, bro.
Throw a hoof at
Dude,
him.
I would suck till the vinegar taste was out.
Yeah.
He'll eat that bone, bro, till it look like a knuckle, bro.
Yeah, I should like them, bro.
It's
You like them?
Yeah.
And the
And the
taste?
pork hop.
What, the pig knuckles?
Yeah, bro. They taste like vinegary and like salty. And then you get a little piece of fat. You're
Oh,
But that's why I like the cueritos, because remember?
Yeah, yeah.
the-
What
the
do you like
lemon?
to fill up?
I can't do no little chicken feet, but I'll do that. And
What
then
do the pig skin taste like? Is it good?
yeah,
all
you
gooey?
kind of bite into it, and it's like you just like
It's tender. Like,
yeah. But you know the best ones are the manitas de puerco that they do with the carnitas, bro. Oh my god.
No, well, some chopped
That's
up
a
and like.
delicacy, bro.
How about the hard-boiled leg? And are they good?
I never ate that shit. I'm good, dude. No.
Wait, you eat a knuckle but not a hard-boiled egg?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yo, you wild motherfuckers, dude.
Well, you're like fucking,
Yo,
tripping on the line.
yeah, like.
Yeah, I'll go in all the way, but kind of not all the way.
What about a mondongo?
Is it a bubble?
What's a mondongo?
Oh, you don't know mondongo? I'm tripe, but tripa.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
What
I-
you guys call it? I know menudo is a
Yeah.
style though. That's just
Yeah, that's stomach.
stomach lining. What do you guys call that?
But I'll eat tripas. I'll eat tripas.
looks like
I'll
meat
eat
waffles,
chewy
homie.
ones.
Yo,
and
yeah,
then-
yo, that shit
I
like honeycombs. Like,
Yeah.
yo.
As I got older, I like crispy tripas.
That's funny you said about the tribe, the meat, the menudo meat, because in the Sopranos, fucking Richie Aprile showed up with marinara with fucking tribe, bro.
Oh my god.
And I looked it up.
Greaseball shit, huh?
And I looked it up, bro, and I found out like the poor motherfuckers out there in Italy, they would get the stomach lining and they'll eat it with marinara sauce, bro. It is fuck. I mean, menudo is already gross, but
But what is that? In
look
the
it up,
end,
fill up tribe.
It's peasant
Italian
food.
tribe with marinara sauce.
It's peasant food.
Yeah, it's like it was
Dude,
probably
the field
easiest-
hand, that's what they would give
But
you.
imagine,
dude.
bro, you put that shit on some garlic bread. It's still nasty.
Yo,
I don't know what and some butter and a
You
garlic
could
bread.
put-
Yeah, I could do it. I could
I'm
do
gonna
it.
throw up. You can put that shit on Iri Chacon. I don't care. That shit,
Give me two.
It ain't happening.
There it is right there. Look.
It's the whole Jello thing. that.
But again, like I ate that shit since I was a little kid, so I you know what I mean?
Jello,
They
yeah.
probably force fed
Your
my
white
ass.
chick, bro, made menudo with fucking marinara sauce.
Ragu, right?
Yeah. Oh, but
That looks crazy.
I'd rather eat a can of Chef Boyardee off the can, bro,
yeah.
without
But
cooking it.
Who
That
knows?
shit's
Like if an
good,
old lady
dude.
made that, like how it's supposed to be made, it might be good, dude. We don't know.
But it's like that rubber, that
Yeah.
Jello,
Honeycomb.
The honeycomb,
Yeah.
yeah, honeycomb. Oh my god, yo, salute to that shit.
yeah.
It's funny because we're talking about. I think we're talking about those British people, how they make old foods from like the
Proper British dishes.
from, like medieval
I'm
times,
down with some
and like
haggis,
and they
though.
try to-
Haggis, you fuck with that?
Yeah.
You are crazy, dude.
That should
Guys-
give you gout, bro.
Yeah,
Like Bobby Hill, bro.
yo, you
I
know,
was drinking a red meat.
you know,
fish pies
you know,
only.
even
I've
over
eaten
there.
it before. I like it. I
But
like
you know
it.
what? Over
But
there,
haggis it's like skin
Yeah,
lining with
no,
meat
it's
inside, right?
the stomach. And
it's
they,
the stomach and oats, but you want to know something? They don't even eat it. They just do a ceremony in Scotland. They cut it open. They say some shit.
Got me.
And that it ain't like people are really ordering it, but this guy, he comes over there. Let me get the haggis
But I seen how they wash that shit. It looks nasty. All like they
with a
they-
manguera.
Yeah, bro.
Come on, man.
How else are
squeeze
you gonna
out-
wash it?
Yeah,
Rizzo?
but they squeeze out
There
all
we
the,
go, there, bro.
all the
How you
shit
think your
out.
And
Tio
you gotta
Ting
wash
Ting-
them again.
How you think your Tio Ting Ting did it in Mexico? I was
With
like,
no manguera,
That's
just
what
a
I'm saying.
charco de agua.
Yeah, right. Like,
Oh, speaking of food, man, we got fucking these chips, bro. They're fucking Cuban sandwich flavor.
oh shit!
It
Come
says
on!
Miami inspired.
Come
right
on.
there,
Oh,
dude.
wow, they made the whole
Cuban-
sandwich experience into
Yeah,
a
man.
chip.
You had a Cuban sandwich before, right?
They can't
My
get enough
favorite,
after
dude.
that red hot
My
Cheeto, huh?
That shit tastes like a freaking.
Don't show that
It tastes like a
table.
Versailles right there.
Okay.
It's supposed to taste like mustard and cheese to give it
I
the
taste. Yeah.
medianoche sandwich flavor.
Yeah.
Kind of.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
papi. Oh yeah, papi.
I think if you put those in the sandwich, it'll be better.
Yeah.
Ooh, whoa. That's
You
what's
kind of got it,
If
bro.
you
That's
put if you
Inception
put
right
that
there, dude.
in a Cuban sandwich, then
It tastes like a cold Cuban sandwich.
Yeah,
it got
dude.
vinegar, no? Right?
I like it.
Yeah.
Dude. It tastes good.
You think it tastes like a Cuban sandwich?
A little bit, like an old one. Been sitting there.
That's the one that Joe Diaz had for 3 days when we
think-
finally ate it.
It tastes like mondongo.
Yeah, you ever hear Joe Diaz tell the story about his cousin George Kolandinsky? he was to buy him a Cuban sandwich in Union City, and in Jersey, and they were gonna meet up in L.A. whatever, right? So he has a fucking sandwich in his backpack. He buys it, right? 2 of them. So he goes to do some crazy shit and gets all partied out and misses a flight.
Yeah.
And then he goes, catches another flight. So the whole time, 2 days and a half, he has a fucking medianoche sandwich in his fucking backpack.
Oh man.
When he lands in LA, Joe Diaz picks him up. He goes, "You got that sandwich, cocksucker?" He didn't let Joe. He didn't even get a chance to tell Joe Diaz, "I've had this fucking sandwich for 2.5 days."
He ate.
That fool opened it up, man, and he ate it in 2 bites, bro.
Where's the other one at?
Yeah. Well,
Cheese, bro. 2.5 days.
Yeah.
The animal, bro.
he was fine probably after that.
Ah,
Right?
shit. That was like a vitamin.
that helped them. Fucking.
My boy did that once. We be in the park, and I'm like, "What the fuck's that in your pocket?" He's like, "Oh shit, I forgot I pull out chuleta." He put it in his pocket when we were kids, like no bag or nothing. Like he walking out the house, and put a pork chop in his army
You
jacket.
know the guy Butch. He has burrito pockets.
Sandwiches, a nutter butter, huh?
Say you put the shit in the bag or something. Just throw the shit in your pocket. He was like, pulled it on the park. I'm like, "What's that shit in your pocket?" It's like a grease
Bush
stain.
Escobar has burrito pockets.
Who wants a drumstick, bro?
Oh my God! Shout out to Bush Escobar. That fool is full of adventures, bro. He gets hit by
Telling me, bro.
a fucking the drink cart. Who gets hit by a drink cart, bro? He does.
I did, and the fucking plane here. Yo, that bitch took my leg out. I should have fucking. Yo.
This fool was talking about. I think I'm good for a lawsuit, bro.
Yeah.
It's like, bro, get your knee out of the way, dog. That's
Yeah.
what this fool told him. We started
Yeah.
laughing.
Not
he thought
for
he was
night.
gonna take his side.
Yo,
Do your knee, dog.
yo, she slammed my shit. She didn't even look back. She went, "Sorry," and just kept going. I'm like,
Let me
"Ah,
tell you,
baby,
man.
no."
When they
Airlines
push,
on
when
me.
the drink cart is going down the aisle, you gotta put it in your mind that one of those British guys protecting the Queen, bro.
Yeah.
Move out of the way.
Oh, yeah, they don't.
This fool's acting
Stay
like
out of the British guards. I have a drink cart.
I got fucked up so many times by those fucking animals that I told my homegirl who's a stewardess or whatever they call them, air host, whatever they call air hostess, air friend.
Oh, there's an air host.
There's a new, no. There's like a new name, like whatever. I swear, I told her.
Stepford wife.
No, I asked her, I go, is there something with two things that I noticed with stewardess? You ask them for a pen, they give you a dirty look, or
also,
come back.
if you ring
get all
the
mad.
the emergency thing by mistake.
But like before for a pen, it was like, huffing and I'm like, the fucking
Rodrigo
pen
with a bad back.
that comes from the back, whatever. And I also asked her, when you hit people, is it a thing that they tell you not to say sorry? I told her like that. Because I started believing that if you say sorry, you're acknowledging that you knew what you were
now
doing.
there's liability.
Oh, yeah.
So and she goes, no, it just depends on the person. I'm like, bullshit in my head. I don't buy that because they all do it. I mean, they're used to it. It could be a pain in the ass. I get it. You know, some guys are meatheads. But yo, this bitch was merciless. She just fucking just wham. And I was like, doof. And she was like, sorry. And like just, yo, man.
Merciless.
But this was
Yeah.
that's fucked up, man.
Yeah. And I'm like saying, excuse me, thank you. I'm like the only asshole telling this fucking.
But you're right about that. Maybe if they acknowledge it, that means they know they hurt you. So now you gotta, they
That's
do a
what I
complaint,
thought.
yeah.
And my homegirl goes, nah, it's all on the person. So I'm like, they're all scumbags then. They all fucking beat me.
Butch got hit. Okay, don't forget that Butch always wears shorts on the plane. So it was metal with skin, bro. There was no metal cloth and skin.
Man.
And he's tall? How tall is he?
6'1".
Oh, that's tall enough for your knees
Yeah.
to be sticking out.
It hit his chin, bro.
Yeah, now fuck that.
Yeah.
Talking about the lawsuit, bro. He was trying to claim, bro.
Class action lawsuit, dude.
It's gonna be
He
called
caught them
Butch
with
Airlines,
Horowitz.
Yeah, we're gonna take him down. You know what I'm saying? You ain't taking shit down, bro.
Yeah.
You just take
how
the
many,
hit
how many knees got fucked up on them? Forget about it.
constantly, dude.
Yeah, that ain't happening. But there's definitely, they know, I think they have a thing with that.
Yeah, they don't
you know
give
what I mean?
a fuck. They're just gonna keep on rolling.
She's telling me, you wanna get the stewardess on your side when you get there. Bring a little chocolate and get. I'm like, listen, that's already too much. I don't go home and give my girl all that. I'm gonna go
What's
give some
next?
stewardess some chocolate. I don't even know this girl.
What
Like,
the fuck you getting
next?
chocolates
Why?
for? You know,
What's
you go,
next?
what?
The massage?
yeah, exactly. What else? Yeah.
Get the
No,
back
but
of
she was
that
like,
neck.
no, and then she's gonna be nice to you. I'm like, yo, I paid $800 for this fucking ticket. I'm surprised it didn't come already with a little extra on the side. She's like, be nice. No, but she literally told me that too. I'm like, hey,
What's going on?
relax with that. Whatever.
You guys know that to be a flight attendant, you have to be over 5'3". You can't be short because you need to be able to reach your stuff in case of emergencies.
I thought the smaller the better though, because you would be less space in the plane. But that makes sense to
They
be.
give you a little stick now, right?
Yeah.
I've seen
Yeah.
women with the little stick.
Yeah.
Oh yes.
But some airlines have different rules. Where like
Standards?
you could be qualified, but if you're fucking 5 feet, you can't be a flight attendant because you gotta
can't
reach
re-
the fucking
That'd be
oxygen
fun.
stuff.
I'd love to watch that.
Pull out my little stool.
Yeah.
I saw Brad Willis on the plane, bro, and he needed somebody to put his bag up there and can't reach.
Never thought of fucking.
Yeah.
You need a backpack on me and put it under the
Like when he
seat.
sat down, I saw him. He was waiting. I saw him sit down, bro.
How he do that?
So
He had to
fuck-
climb up, right?
That motherfucker, I don't know what he did, bro. He must have
Little
he
bunny
jumped on
hop.
one of those fucking Super Mario things and jumped.
No, the Batman.
I don't know when he jumped, bro, and
He had
landed.
the
I heard
hook and shit,
I heard
yeah.
a coin.
He had a hook and shit.
Somebody in the chat said Butch, the stewardess is gonna sue him for denting her drink cart.
Yeah. Those are expensive.
They said that the flight attendant gonna sue Butch for denting the drink cart.
Yeah, right.
It's funny, man. Marlon Wayans, man, he got into a lot of trouble, or they gave him a lot of trouble. United Airlines because he was trying to board the plane with I don't know how many bags he had, but according to him, he made it all the way through the TSA, and then he got to the check-in counter where you go in the plane, and they told him he had too many bags, and then they told him that you have to adjust your bags to get in the plane. So he put all his bags in the fucking bag, and now they told him, now your bags are too bulky to go on top. We gotta check them.
That's why.
So he was by that time he was already furious, bro. Whatever, right? So he was like, "Oh man, fuck that," and he was first class too. So he missed his flight and his show to.
I saw that him like saying for American Airlines,
Yeah.
somebody was like, "Yo, these people here." I was like, "Oh shit," but I didn't know what the whole story was.
Wow.
Damn.
Yeah.
and then it's funny, man. Then he pointed out that some white man came in with 1,000 bags, but everybody was commenting that those bags belong to a United Airline employee because United Air pilots have cool bags, bro.
The little black ones,
Yeah.
Yeah,
boxy,
man.
square
They're,
ones.
they're sponsored by Travel something. But they're nice bags, but everybody was commenting, bro. It's funny, you can't comment on anything now because it'll turn bad on you, huh? People start
No, hop on
complaining.
your ass and start fucking talking shit on you.
There were people like, you get to fly? You had those problems on Greyhound?
Yeah.
I don't even know how to
They
jump.
lost my... I traveled, man. But I never complained, when they lose my bag on the airline because sooner or later...
They're gonna show up.
They're going to show up. It's going to get to me
But
with no weed inside.
You know what it is? People that don't do it for a living,
Yeah.
that you don't got to live in the airport, they don't get it. It's
They
like the
don't
one
get it,
time,
man.
yeah, you could go home and wait. Oh, my luggage will get here. How about if I have to go to another city tomorrow and I wear a 3-4X where you can't get it everywhere? That's what I used to have to deal with back in the day.
Yeah.
Like if my luggage did, I was almost 400 pounds.
Oh, that's right. You were 400 pounds.
I was close to it, like big. So a bit, especially in Europe back in the day.
There's no
I made
Forex
it none. I made
Bunch
it a
of skinny
point.
fools, huh?
I made it a point. I literally would carry clothes in my book bag, so I knew if my luggage got lost, I would have something that fit me. Cause you know what it is to have 10 pounds of shit in a 5-pound bag. That's how it would have looked in those fucking size mediums. That's what they had out there.
I never thought about that, but if
You
you
know what I mean?
they lose your fucking
Yeah.
luggage when you're doing a shitload of one-nighters, and
You're fucked,
they
dude.
tell you we're gonna fucking
yeah.
we're gonna fucking we're gonna send the bag to you tonight, bitch. I ain't staying at the hotel.
Yeah.
We're gonna leave at 2 a.m.
Yep. And then you say at another city. Now in Europe, it might be another country, right? And now you got to hope it gets there in time. And if you miss that window, good luck. Or you got to go back to the airport. Usually is what it is. Go pick it up at the airport. So that's why I learned how to. I've been touring for almost 30 years. So
Like
I learned.
carry-ons?
Accommodate
I
that
learned how to put basically a book bag. I got like basically almost like a care package. Underwear, a shirt, a pant,
You
a
have to
hoodie.
adapt in case
If that
something goes
gets
wrong,
lost, again, now it's different. But back then it was harder for bigger sizes, and I'd be in another country, no jacket. Imagine trying to find a 4X
In wintertime.
in winter in Switzerland.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Switzerland.
sure.
Them motherfuckers are size double medium. That's the biggest you get.
Size double medium.
You know what I
gotta throw a
mean?
bear over
I
there.
saw like ski suit, and I'm over there like some fucking Hawaiian, like a fucking
The Americans.
Yeah.
Hula.
yeah. And I'm like, let me get 3 of them and put them together.
It's got some young.
Motherfucker bought a poncho out of a
But
native.
but they don't think of that. But when I live I had to deal with that. You know what I mean? So there was sometimes you would see me with some wild shit. I'd be in Germany. I'll take. It's cold. If I didn't have a thing, I'd be like, yo, this nigga's grandfather's had fucking some weird pea coat or some shit from the war. Let me get that shit.
We fought the Nazis.
Yeah, let's take that skull off and let me get that jacket. You get flush the skull down the toilet. Give me the jacket. Keep the cannolis. Take the cannolis. Leave the gun. Take the cannolis.
Show's coming up.
Hell yeah.
Dude, I'm dead, dude. I'm fucking
Oh shit! Boom.
What's up, fool? June 16th through the 18th. This weekend, I'll be in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. July 30th to the July 1st, Toledo, Ohio. July 21st, Las Vegas, Nevada. July 22nd, New York, baby.
Yeah, man.
And July 26th, Montreal Comedy Festival. Rodrigo Torres will be over there. Look
Yeah,
out.
man.
We'll be at doing the podcast live.
Dope.
And I don't know, man. I think Carlos Vallarta want me to do the 27th. August 3rd to the 6th, I'll be at Oxnard Levity live, baby. Tickets at FelipeWorld.com/tour. Also, man, show me a picture, Philip. Go watch the Eric Andre show Sundays at midnight. I'm in every episode. So, man, and like you guys are over there promoting Flaming Hot Cheetos, eh? How about promoting the Eric Andre show, eh?
Yeah,
Also, man, if you watch the Flaming Hot Cheetos, you're definitely gonna love the Eric Andre show, man.
That shit is crazy.
I wear the same shirts.
That shit is crazy.
That
This
show's
show,
fucking
I tell you, bro,
funny,
I was watching this show the other day, and I was looking at, I saw one crazy episode that I'm in, and I'm like, I could see some of my fans turning this off. Because they're too old for this.
Yeah. it's crazy. That shit is crazy. It's like its own animal,
That
which
fool
is
don't
cool.
give a fuck, dog.
That shit's just like electricity. That shit is like kind of like just wild style. That shit's like it's crazy. Yeah.
it's something else for
There
sure.
was one
Off the
scene,
wall,
bro,
dude.
when we had Blake Griffin, He goes, man, you heard of SEAL? You heard of, man, remember the guys that caught Saddam Hussein, SEAL 6?
Yes,
SEAL Team 6?
SEAL Team 6.
Man, we got SEAL 69. And these two black dudes should come up on the ceiling, bro, and they're 69 each other, bro.
Oh my
with
God.
fucking guns.
Already.
So, one of those episodes, how long are they? They're like
15 minutes?
Like 15, 20. What does it take to shoot that, like, for your 15 minutes?
Man, every year these guys write 647 or 700 gags and sketches, and they only use 40 of them for the show. And
they record all of them?
and they all practice. We practice every routine, and when we have a guest, we do the interview for a straight 1 hour.
Got you.
And we cut it down to 2 minutes.
That's dope.
So the show's
you
only
get the
12.
best of it's slick because you really get all the diamonds. You know, you compare, you get that, you get the best of.
Cut out the fat.
You know, out of 5 minute talk, you could get the best of. Imagine how that's
man,
slick.
Hour.
Very slick.
They cut it to the funniest things, like let me see. Oh shit, what was the funny one? Oh man, the funniest one I saw, it was fucking, they had Sinbad on the show, and he thought it was gonna be like a regular show where he could promote something, right? And Eric Andre has his hair straightened like fucking Cat Williams, and he didn't shower for 45 days, so he already stinks, and he has long fingernails too, like that guy from
Howard Hughes.
Howard Hughes, and the heat is up to 120.
Oh, so you can
So it's like a heater
smell
above
it,
us,
bro.
so you can smell it.
It's
And they have
marinating.
a fan every once in a while blowing to the
Out the
guests.
direction.
And they have a wheel, right, spinning, and it has South America, North America, Australia, Belgium, Japan. All right, where do you want to go, man? Where do you want to go? Where would you like to go, Sinbad? Would you like to go? Let me spin the thing. And he spins it, bro, and that thing keeps spinning at the same speed, all slow, forever, bro. Non-stop.
Fuck it with
And we're just looking at him, dog. Non-stop. We just keep clicking. It doesn't stop. Finally, Sinbad gets up all mad and stops it with his hand. Fuck it. I'm going to South America. That's it. That's it, man.
Yeah, just to hear.
South America.
Yeah, just to hear Sinbad get to the point of saying "fuck it," that's
Yeah.
enough. You're like, yo, that's already. You're like, yo, you won.
Done, bro.
You won.
And
You
then
won.
one time they had this guy that was fake. He's like a George Clooney lookalike. And then Eric Andre asked him, "Go to your head. Who would you kill? Who would you fuck? Your mom or your dad?"
Yo, my God. Yikes.
And then
Come
his
on,
face, he wasn't ready for that question, so his face like, then he goes, duh.
We'll be right back.
How did he start it as a TV comedian or stand up? What was he?
He started off as stand-up.
Because I remember his face for a minute.
Yeah.
And then he kind of disappeared and then came back like boom. But that was like big. Like
He
Yeah.
shot that himself, right? Like
Yeah, the first
pilot?
ever show was shot in New York inside of a bodega. They rented it out while they were closed, and they shot it all in a bodega.
that's dope.
And then they tried to pitch the show forever, bro, and they didn't like it, bro. And then when you watch Hulu, there's a scene where they talk about behind the scenes of the show, and they interview Eric Andre's mom and his dad. He always said that his dad, rest in peace, he looked like Arthur Ashe, the tennis player, and his mom looked like Howard Stern.
Oh my God.
Yo.
So they're talking to the dad, and the dad goes, he's very quiet. He goes, I thought that he would get into medical school. and then the wife goes, yeah. He wanted Eric to go into medical school, and he wanted me to go to medical school. I was like, boring. I died. His mom said, boring.
That's hilarious.
And though that show, how long has it been out now? A minute,
I
right?
6 seasons. It's been on
10
there-
years, right?
10 years. There's people who
13.
comment that say, I've been watching this show since I was in high school, like since I was 13 years old. Now they're 23.
Yeah, 2013. That's when it first came out. Cause I remember watching it and like,
Adultswim, huh?
yeah, like a lot of that humor is just like making the situation awkward with the guests.
Yeah.
It's
And
funny,
it was
dude.
always an online thing only, right?
No, it was on Adult Swim.
Oh, it was on Adult Swim. Oh, I didn't know that.
But he's been pitching it since I think like 2009. And then
Yeah, it was always on Adult Swim.
Really? So
with
that-
Hannibal Buress, the host.
You know, that's kind of refreshing though. Like because he's getting a lot of like props and whatever. Look, he's been chopping away at that.
And
you
then
know,
he
that's
went to
pretty-
go do that movie Bad Trip
Yeah.
with Lil Rel, and that movie
I heard that was funny.
was supposed to come out on
During the pandemic.
during the pandemic, but it came out on Netflix. They made no money, so that way it came back. Season 6, Eric Andre show. Go watch it. Also, hey, I'm in an episode of Royal Crackers.
There you
Hell
go.
yeah.
Right ahead.
Adult Swim, baby.
Did not know that.
Yeah, there you go. Look, Roy, what is that?
I need another gig, bro, this year, or else I'm gonna lose my dental.
I know I got cavities. Put me on that dental. I was just telling him throw me on there. Shit.
What's up, Rizzo, right here, man?
We're reading the comments, man. People are funny, dude.
What they're saying, bro? Tell us.
Somebody said Rizzo would know about height requirements. When I was talking about the fucking the flight attendants.
Yeah, Nelson.
Chad said that he looked like if "Hey, I'm walking here" was a person.
No, you know they always fucking say I look like Pachanga.
Yeah.
That fucking guy.
The next between that and Big Pussy.
Yeah, I heard the Pachanga. What's his name? Luis Guzman.
Guzman. You do look like
Yeah, I used to get that a lot.
like a younger version.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I won't take that too. I'd like to say
You
Antonio
wish it.
Banderas, but whatever. Yeah, fucking Pachanga face, huh?
I'm gonna be at the Pachanga Casino, people.
Oh, there you go. Pachanga face. Oh, yeah.
What's up, bro? I heard you killed it in Fresno.
Oh, Fresno was cool, dude. Oh, a lot of fans came out from the What's the Fool podcast, dude. So, we want to go out. Me and Rodrigo do something, you know.
You were headlining?
Yeah, man.
No, it was Jesus Sepulveda.
You and him, Rodrigo, should co-headline Bakersfield and then go do that show in Fresno the next day. And then, like, hook up with somebody in Merced and drive back home.
Yeah, that's what we're talking about. Doing like a little, like,
Especially in December, bro. Try booking for December because we're
Thursday,
going to be
Friday, and
dried up.
Saturday.
Let me. You guys always used to talk about that old thing, the triple run thing, right? Is
Oh,
there-
man, you heard of it?
Yeah, you
The
guys
old
always talk
Triple-
about.
He's still around.
Yeah, is there any runs like that exist nowadays where the new school guys say like, oh, okay, there's like a.
No,
type-
his is doing. Oh,
It's still going?
There's a couple of there's a guy named, if you want to look him up, you on the gigs, Barry Neal. He has a lot of runs, and there's a guy named Tribble.
Yeah, because the triple, a lot of different
Yeah.
comedians all
This guy
ran through
sits
that.
in
Yeah. That's like a rite of passage.
That guy
almost,
sits in a
fucking.
couch collecting checks. And there's also
Middleman.
there used to be a woman, I don't know if she's still around, named Pat Wilson, and she used to book a couple of military gigs.
Because she would mail you your checks.
Yes,
I-
other people
that's
mail
a
your
month,
checks.
a month
So you
later.
didn't get paid at that
No,
day of the show?
fool.
Bro,
Oh,
all
no.
these people mail you the check.
You would perform just for next month.
The triple run. Okay, so like, where did it start? Where did it end? Or like,
Nevada, and Portland, and it goes to
Walla
Jokers.
Walla, right? Yeah, and it goes to Richmond.
Yeah.
But
Wow,
all of Washington, Portland, that little tri-state area. But some of the triple runs go all the way to Montana and shit.
Minnesota.
Yeah, and if you go those ones, yeah.
I used to hear about, and I always used
Upper
to hear about.
Northwest.
I guess the same couple of Mexican dudes you guys would go to in Texas. Always,
Oh, you're talking about those Odessa runs.
yeah, those. Because I hear a bunch of different guys always saying they end up there, and it's always the same area.
That was that guy, he had rooms, man, Bob Jenkins.
No, there was a what's that? What's his place?
That one where John Roman used to
Yeah.
book too. That one right there with all those like.
Oh,
the
that
fools
was the
that went
Wild
to
Wild
prison.
West in
Yeah.
Odessa. That guy
That
will
fool
pay
had
you
deep
with
ass pockets.
that will pay you with money rolled up in fucking rubber bands.
Yeah, what are those?
goodness.
There's a border town. One of those border towns.
McAllen
Yeah,
or
McAllen.
Brownville?
McAllen, yeah.
That's
McAllen.
the RGV.
I always hear about talk about
Valley.
McAllen.
That's where
and it's always wild shit.
comedian Raymond Horta, Super Sammy, right?
Superstar.
Superstar Mario,
Salazar,
he's
yeah.
crazy.
Even
And
what's his name's from
He
there?
has long hair now, dude.
Javi Luna, he's killing it, bro. Javi Luna,
Javi's from
Yeah.
he's
Corpus.
hustling out there. He has long hair too. Yeah, all those cats. And then there's Raul, the guy we work with. He from San Antonio.
Antonio.
Let me ask you this: with the because we were talking about Mexican, like from north and
And
south.
Flo, what's the guy named Flo?
Flo
Yeah,
Hernandez.
Flo
you know, the
Hernandez.
like north and south
Cleto
difference.
Rodriguez.
When you do comedy, is there a difference between let's say Mexicans, you know, obviously Cali Mexicans, and then the Texas?
No, man, because I don't know, because we get so many California transplants at these shows that there's a mixture of people, you know, like.
Yeah, they're different.
But
you know?
people from Cali, they like to tell you after the show they're from Cali.
Oh, dude, they love. Hey, man, I grew up from here. There.
Thanks for bringing home, bringing me home.
Like they
man.
miss home. Yeah. It's funny.
No, because like we were talking, Texas is more paisa style. Like we said, like it seems more.
Bro, more paisas here, huh?
Yeah,
In California.
but those fools are more paisas now because back in the day, like Texas were more like Tex-Mex.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Now they got the Mexican element.
That's
like,
what I
where,
mean.
Like,
That's corridos
the
and
little
all that.
tacos.
Yeah, the corrido.
Back then it was
That's what I mean.
Tex-Mex.
That's what I mean. The cowboy
Yeah,
Mexicans
yeah,
when
yeah.
over here was like city, like
Yeah,
LA, like the Chicanos, you know.
Yeah.
That's what because I
Tejanos.
The Tejanos, yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah, man. In Texas, like, I would say when I was going over there in 2008, 2009, before Last Common Standing, 2007, they didn't have burritos per se. Like, you would have to go to a place called Thunderbirds or Chipotle. There wasn't, or fucking
Isabella's?
that-
Taco Cabana.
Taco Cabana,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
it wasn't really a burrito, huh?
No, it was like fucking
Taco
A
Bell.
wrap style.
Taco Bell.
But now,
Beats
and you couldn't
Tex-Mex.
find taquitos with tortilla except Taco Cabana. There was not that many taco trucks.
There's
But
no
what they
street
did,
tacos out
what
there.
they did have, bro, was
The green.
the best breakfast burritos in the whole
Yes.
wide world.
We ate that shit
I got tired
10
of-
times a day. We left there with like fucking no more breakfast burritos.
I got tired of farting,
Yeah,
You can go to Stripes.
we
and
left
get
there.
those
Fuck your burritos, cause they're banging, but you can't stop
bro. Like,
eating
Joe
them.
Diaz said the same thing. Fuck the burrito. I ain't going back.
Yeah, no
I
more.
was shitting blood.
We went to the area. Yo, forget that shit was like plaster. You forget I didn't see shit for like a month.
It was so
But they're good,
they're so delicious.
and
so
you know they're
oily.
little, so you eat twice as many.
Yeah,
They're
the little
little-
fat flour tortilla.
Yeah, and you
get
pound
hooked,
on it.
man.
The green
dude.
and everything is green. Hatch chilies.
Yeah,
Come on,
New
man.
Mexico.
You're right. That is a common thing. Breakfast burritos in
Yes.
Texas. But breakfast tacos.
Albuquerque,
Breakfast tacos,
New Mexico, that shit's huge. All that, the breakfast burrito, the
Yeah.
potato and green chili. Boy,
Hell
that
yeah.
shit, man.
Bomb, dude. We always talk about food, man.
The borscht spout, bro.
Yeah.
How about, bro, when we were at we went to this place, and it was like there was one neighborhood that was all Jewish, right? We were over there by West Nyack, New York, and they had fucking they had sodas, bro, celery flavor.
Salad? What the fuck, dog?
That's over there by that was by
That was that girl
Kids.
Paige.
Yeah, that's right there by Bagel Boy.
But hold on, I heard some of you motherfuckers told me about some pickle juice.
Oh, we went to the pickle festival.
yeah, that
that
shit
was-
is that's
That was
crazy.
Pickle
Philly.
festival.
That was Philly, right?
Philly,
Yo.
they had, but in Corpus,
That is
the
the
Corpus,
first
the
time.
Corpus. You said Corpus.
was the first
Yeah.
time.
You guys said it, yeah,
the pickle,
Corpus.
Big
Yo,
festival.
pickle raspado,
Yeah.
bro.
Raspados,
yo,
pickle,
come on.
Yeah, bro, I ain't gonna lie with that
shit's
redneck lady.
That's
Her
crazy.
husband ordered a raspado, a snow cone, with only tapatio in it, bro, and
Wow.
tajin, no lemon, just
Yeah.
like that, bro. It was called El Diablo, the devil.
Well,
And she
maybe
ordered pickle juice, bro.
imagine
I
that with
remember that
camarones,
shit.
though.
Oh, yeah,
right?
you know
the
what?
the
Okay,
hot sauce and
All
shrimp
right.
because it's like a cocktail.
It's just like the micheladas and the fucking Bloody Virgin drinks are getting too wild, huh, bro?
Yeah,
Like
that's
the other day,
it's just
bro.
they're trying to
I was in
fucking.
Cuba, bro, and I was in Miami, and they gave me a little mojito, bro, with a Cuban inside. Hey, people.
Hey, yo.
Fucking
Yeah.
shark fin, huh?
For real, like bloody virgin now, they have piece of bacon.
Yeah,
too much,
donut,
bro.
a hamburger. They put all this shit on it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they put gummies in there
It's too
too.
much,
like,
bro.
yeah, dog, like-
They
Dude,
do
what do you
all
want?
that
dude? You want to
shit.
eat breakfast or get fucked up, bro?
Yeah, everything is.
Somebody should do a bit of when did we have we must have so much food here in America
Yeah, disposable.
that we have a disposable food that we could just put in drinks now.
Mad calories. That
And there are
drink got
people
mad
out there
calories.
dude.
starving. Hey man, have you guys ever been up late at night, like just say you can't sleep because you have you're looking at your watch? Fuck. Now I got 3 hours of sleep before 5 a.m. before they pick my ass up. So you go on TikTok and you start watching these East Indian food cooked with dirty hands.
Oh yeah, dude, I see that shit, dude.
Hey bro, those comments are ruthless, bro.
I know.
Like these people are never eat a street taco or something, bro.
I seen homeboy, the one Indian dude making fried chicken. Like,
Oh, yeah.
the other Indian dude cutting the meat with his toenail.
hey, dude.
Bro, I looked.
But
I
Assassinate that fool.
look at it closely. I looked at it closely, and he has a blade taped to his foot.
Is
but
it? I thought it was
nasty.
toenail.
Still nasty.
I
dog.
thought it was
Sharp ass
toenail.
toenail, bro. Like a raptor,
Yo,
homie. Fuck, dude.
I'm gonna throw up again.
That's some
Yeah,
dirty ass
and the
shit.
old Indian guy making fried chicken. I'm like, yo, I love fried chicken. That dude made me freaking.
He ruined
How
it
about
for
that
you.
guy
ruined it.
making that shitty ass soda, bro?
Oh, what?
With soda water, just keep spinning, bro.
Yeah, nah.
And then they get all those cups, bro. They put ice. Ice was really expensive over there, huh?
Fuck yeah.
You need
It's a
ice?
delicacy,
Yeah.
dog.
Bro,
What?
In India?
There's
I bet.
There's
Every-
this lady in
anything.
East India. They make like this East Indian pizza, bro. There's like dogs passing by, bro. There's people walking around wearing blankets. You know, it's India, bro. That's their style. You know, that's their culture. You know, you can't
Yeah,
hate on it.
that's the street food.
And that lady's making like East Indian pizzas, bro. She gets like 4 loaves of bread,
naan
and she
bread,
cuts the ends, bro. She cuts the ends, and then I don't know. They must add 100,000 spices over there,
yeah.
bro. Cause she started putting green stuff, and then she adds all the red stuff. Then she adds a shitload of cheese, bro. And she puts that in there, bro. It comes out like fucking garlic cheese, dog.
And
little fingernail.
where I lived, I lived in Queens, and there was a famous spot in New York, an Indian pizza spot, famous called Singer's Pizza. Like, people would travel to go there. I never fucked with it. I'm like, I need Italian motherfuckers making my shit. You know what I mean? Or, you know, the Mexican dude cooking for the Italian dudes. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Curry
man.
pizza, right?
I had the best pizza in my neighborhood was, again, that's Italian and Argentinians. But Argentinians try to front like they're freaking Italian. So close enough.
You're right about Italians making pizza or having an immigrant guy working at the pizza place that knows what the fuck he's doing. Of
course.
Because over here, man, like, they need to get slapped by salamis over here, bro, in California, because
Like some bago.
I hear when these motherfuckers be making, like, they stack up 3 quesadillas on top of each other, and then they put fucking birria on it, and they call it the birria pizza, bro.
Fuck out of here, bro.
I've
You
seen
should get
that.
deported for that shit.
But I did see a real pizza with real sauce, and they put birria all over it. Eh?
No, what they call one of these Mexican dishes, somebody called it something, they named it like a whole white name, like something wrap.
Chimichanga.
It was something.
yeah.
It was a good name. I forgot what it was, but I was like, oh, you mean a tamale or some shit? And they're like,
Like, there's a pizza spot here in Downey, like more east. They have a pastrami pizza, bro. It's fucking bomb.
I bet, but it's not pizza no more.
It's not. Yeah, it's
That's
something
the
else.
problem.
A
Now it's
big-ass
just bread
sandwich.
with bread. It's a salami sandwich, open face,
Open fit, yeah, dude.
right? It's cheese, bread, and
Just got
and
no
that.
sandwiches.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
know.
dude.
Pizza is supposed to be pizza. It's supposed to be dough, cheese, and sauce.
How about when they say I made a bagel pizza?
No, exactly. It's a bagel pizza. It's not a pizza.
Yeah.
That pizza is cheese. What about then it's a pizza with that, but a pizza is
Let me
cheese,
tell you, man.
sauce.
A pizza for me has to be that pizza dough, bro, because I've been broke, bro, and I made pizzas with regular toast. It's
That's
nasty.
not
It's
pizza
sad,
bread?
dog.
Air toast
It's
on.
sad.
That's
It's not
real
even
sad.
like, yeah, it's not even dough.
Hey,
bro.
Jorge, I had the most expensive part of my meal, bro, was that little garlic cheese. The little garlic one. I spread that motherfucker on the bread, dog.
Section 8 pizza,
And I
bro.
put fucking mozzarella. I put marinara and a slice of cheese, bro. And you're right, bro. I'm eating a grilled cheese with marinara.
That's enough pizza, bro.
I hate when people say that grilled cheese to me has to be at least 2 slices on each bread, you know, and a slice of tomato on the side with a tomato soup. Once you start putting chicken in it, it's a chicken sandwich.
Yeah,
You're
it
right
ain't
about
grilled
that shit,
cheese.
dog. Yeah.
A grilled cheese is just cheese and bread. Exactly. The minute
pizza.
pizza is, it's pizza. All right. Pizza is the main thing of the whole phrase, right?
Yeah.
Now, whatever else topping is that on top of the thing we're talking about, which is dough, sauce, and cheese.
What about Hawaiian pizza? Do you?
It's
on.
Hawaiian pizza. That ain't even real. That's a fake. First of all, a white motherfucker made that, not even a Hawaiian. So that's number one. Because if a Hawaiian did, it'd be spam pizza, just for the record.
Fucking right. Oh,
I've been there.
damn,
It would have been a loco moco pizza or some
That
shit,
sounds
right?
delicious, dog.
Right?
I want the spam pizza.
I
bro.
ain't
bro,
spam.
that
Now
sounds
that's
delicious.
authentic Hawaiian.
A spam pizza with spam on top and a fried egg right in each slice.
You know, like-
somebody please make that.
Yeah, you know,
Moco
like
pizza, dude.
you know,
You
you got
dip it on that
chicken roasted,
gravy.
you know,
Oh,
roasted
yeah.
chicken, right? Oh, this is southern roasted chicken. You put a pineapple on it. Oh, it's Caribbean chicken now. Nah, you know, put a pineapple on it, automatically becomes like fancy. You know what I mean?
Salvadoran pupusa, Salvadoran pizza, bro.
They do have those. Yeah, they do have those.
In Brazil, they brag about their pizza. And the shit's horrible. I love Brazil. But pizza is not the place you go to, and they brag about it. Alibaba's is called.
That's funny you say that because I was watching a show and these people, Argentinians, claim to have the best pizza.
They do have good pizza, though.
Oh, they do?
But like I said, you know why? Argentinians try to act like they're Italian.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, hey, I love my Argentinians.
Me too.
But when you meet an Argentinian, hey, what are you? They go, I'm Italiano. Like, no, I met you in Buenos Aires. Your mother was born there. Your grandfather was born there.
Nazi, homie.
You're from there.
You're right, bro. When they were showing Latin
Cuisine.
Latin foods, eats, the fucking German-looking Argentinian lady from the documentary, she said something I'll never forget, bro. She said, we're the closest to Italy.
Yeah.
Bitch, I saw a map. You ain't the
You ain't that
closest.
close,
You ain't
bitch.
the fucking close to Italy, bitch.
Yeah,
Close to
exactly.
Antarctica,
Dominican
homie.
Republic is
I
closer.
know, bro.
Get out of here.
And she tried to claim that they were like the whole. She tried to say a lot of other stuff, bro. Like say
Hey.
stuff like we're like a country with no slaves. Or,
Claro.
Yeah, okay.
We're very uppity up there, bro.
Yeah,
Also,
oh,
they don't-
very.
Aquí nacieron los Mario
They've
brothers.
never
And they were
really
talking
mixed
about
with them.
and they were talking about the pizza that they have their own culture,
Yeah.
the Italian and Paraguay.
Like,
Isn't that whole Argentinian
But they don't
culture is
mix
to
it. They
how
don't
to
mix it
front?
with indigenous out
No,
there.
but they have that. They have cholo looking Argentinian. Those other dudes too. They be like, I'm
They hide
Italiano.
them, huh?
Yeah, they hide them. Yeah,
They
they're
like
like,
come on to soccer
that,
games.
that
Yeah.
guaucho up front.
I had dudes looking more, than me, brown than me, more cholito than me, and I go, oh, where you from? Thinking like Rosario, what city? And they're like, oh, soy Italiano. I'm like, no, you ain't, motherfucker.
Buenos Aires.
Yeah, you motherfucker, you from like, this body of 13 or whatever. But they're like, they all say that. They all try to go to the whole European thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Social
It's big.
madre.
It's big. But delicious food.
Yeah.
And it's really Italian based. The breads, the cheeses. It's like that. It really, they could brag about that shit. The food is ridiculous.
But not being closer to Italy.
Yeah, come on.
No, they're fucking down there, bro.
Yeah, closer to Italy. If anything, Rome, they say to New York City, I think it's, if you take New York City and you go that way across, we will be lined up with Rome in Italy. So people think it's kind of lower, and they think like the United States here and Italy's here.
Yeah.
I heard it lines up, where it is on the globe. But I also got my GED, so.
What's up, fool?
homie.
That's all I need, bro. My citizenship and my GED. Where did you guys start off at when you first started playing?
Well, I was born in New York, live in Queens, and I've been playing. Got into the music as a kid, just playing, and then we all hung out. We were all homeboys. My boy Freddie, who's the singer of the band, he had a band as a kid. His brother was in a big old hardcore band called Agnostic Front. So they used to bring him out on stage when he was 7 years old to sing a song.
Agnostic Front.
Yeah, so when he was 7, they would bring him on stage and he would sing a song. And then people would start saying, hey, and his name was Freddie, and at the time the Madball toy was big. Remember the
Hell
Madballs?
yeah, the movie too.
Yeah. So what happened was he would have a shaved head, and he had a little mean face that would fuck with him and get him angry, and he would break things. So Vinny, who we were talking about, says,
Stigma.
he's like a little Madball, Freddie Madball. So let's start a band called Madballs. Basically, the AF guys with Freddie singing. So when he was a little kid, they would bring him out on stage. You could see it. There's videos online. It's bugged out. He was 7 years old, 8 years old, come out and sing songs. When he moved to New York at around 15, he wanted to do the band kind of, for real. He started hanging out with some of my boys. We all were hanging out together. I had a band that just broke up. He knew I played bass. We were already chilling. He goes, hey, yo, you want to fill in for like 2 weeks? I said, yeah, I thought it was a 2-week thing. Almost 30 years later, here I am. It became, little by little, doing some weekends. Then we got signed. And I got 9 albums out now, a bunch of shit. We've been doing records. My first record was in 94, 93. And we've been playing since. So it was one of those things. We did it as a kid for fun. And we didn't realize till we were old men that we were doing this so long.
Hey man, do you ever remember watching right now when you talk about the scene in New York? Do you remember watching Gangland? And then they show they show the blood, they show the crib, they show the cholo, they show the avenues, they show the bikers. When they fucking run out of gangs, they show this hardcore dudes that were into punk from Boston.
Yeah.
And they had crews in New York.
FSU, yeah.
And they were like, you couldn't do punk gigs unless you talk to these guys and use them as roadies because they were controlling the punk scene in Boston.
Yeah.
Did you guys run into that shit in New York? Or you're a part of it?
No, we ran shit. You know,
Because
that was a
Rodrigo was telling me that that the güerito tried to come in and you guys would just fucking have to, because you guys were like Latinos.
Yeah. Well,
you guys
that's what
had
I'm
to
saying. We, you know, we were wild kids, and there was a lot of that. We were the New York
pay to play started.
Yeah,
When
but,
pay to play started.
it was became more, not so much
New
that,
York
but
hardcore?
yeah, with the old punk rock scene, you know, the whole Nazi racist element was around it. Some of it was just for the to be shock value, like swastikas. You know, you had
SS sign.
Spanish dudes, Latin dudes, black. They would do it for shock value, like biker style.
Yeah.
But then there was some that would really try to run this like racist white power stuff. We were all Latin,
Straight edge
Asian,
dudes.
yeah, you know, mixed black, everything. The older days, it was more tolerated because it was just rebel music. So, you
Yeah.
know, maybe you weren't with it, but, you know, even back then, if you were gay, it was looked at in a weird way. If you were a punk rocker, you were looked at a weird way. So even if you didn't mix, you kind of like, oh, we're all misfits. We all live here.
Gravitate towards
But
that, yeah.
within this house, we all got our own rooms. And there was always that suspect dude, you know, in the background that lingered. I know Cali had that with these old Peckerwood dudes.
Oh, fuck
Yeah.
yeah, dude. You
Right?
see 'em at the big
But
ass
you
shows.
kind of, they play the
LA
end and you can
hardcore.
stay away. In New York, everybody's close. What happened was we're no longer 14, 15. Now we're 16, 17, 18. And we're like getting older. And we're like, wait a minute. We can't have this. Wait a minute. This motherfuckers has some screwdriver, some swastika shit at our show. You know what? I don't give a fuck who you know. They get smacked up. And we're like, it ends now because it just had to end. You know, it was like kind of like, why are we dealing with this? Because we had respect for older guys that kind of, you know, you kind of think it was like, oh, that's just the wild, old, crazy dudes. Then we're like, wait a minute. We ain't little kids no more. This is our scene that we help, you know, we're a part of. And this is like where we live and, you know, all our friends and our family are part of it. How could we let this shit rock? You know, because that's one thing we don't go for. We were never perfect, but one thing we were not is on some racist shit. If anything, we were all Latin, Spanish, Asian. We were everything but. And we had to end that shit. And then at that time, they tried to make it into a skinhead gang and all that. Yeah, we were. We went into music and all that stuff, but we went to the music. That was second. We went from, you know, we were hood kids that like crazy music. We did graffiti, you know, but we stood together, and it wasn't, in the hip hop world, so it was looked at as a different thing. They were able to make it like, oh, is this crazy? You know, it was a crew, but they made it like they tried to put it in like a category with like Crips and Bloods. I'm like, no, that's different lineage. That's a different thing. We were neighborhood kids from a scene that we stuck together, and it became a family. You know what I mean? But we definitely, it was like that in New York for a minute where it was crazy, and we had a clean house.
Yeah,
So,
man.
you know.
When I was in high school, like, it was cool at first, but then like a lot of like fools that were like they were like skinheads, but they were not really racist. They used to go and try to jump long hair fools in the mosh pit.
That too. Hey, same thing. We did that. You know, I'm guilty. We're all guilty of that. Again, you're young. You want to make, you know, that's the metal guys. But yeah, we were all metal dudes before. We were hardcore guys.
yeah.
But you know how it is. You want to one up the guy. Or you're not, we passed that. And then what happens to all the hardcore skinhead guys? They become bikers, right? At the end of the day, they end up growing their hair back. You go in one big circle. You know, it's like a phase. But, you know, it's crazy. Usually, and what it was with us, we were there before the music.
Yeah.
Then we had the bands, and our bands happened to make a statement. You know, we made a footprint in the scene, which we you know, wasn't planned. So then, okay, on top of us being who we were, now we have some music that people actually liked.
Yeah.
So now it wasn't like, but it wasn't the main reason people know us. Some people are known because the band, and then they come up with some story. It was like, nah, we were this before the music. The music was a thing that saved us, you know?
Also, man, shout out to the groupies out there, man, because if you're in a hardcore band like that, you got some fucking groupies that are crazy white chick with punk rock with big titties.
Well, hold on, no,
chubby
that's
chicks,
one.
eh?
There's only one.
There's only
And
one.
There's only one, and that's
Voodoo Glow Skull having an album.
Yeah, that's her. That's the only one. Listen, and even those days, let me tell you something. I just missed that window. I think Motley Crue
Buffalo
and those
Chicks.
motherfuckers got the last of that. Because we got the independent females that ain't trying to have none of that.
And then like, cause in your scene, it was like the dudes that want to kick it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, no.
And those dudes that have all the albums, and shit, they want to, hey man, they're asking you questions from 20 years ago.
Oh yeah. I got kissed on stage on the cheek more by men than anybody. Yo, I be on stage playing, I have skinhead dudes jumping on stage kissing me. I'm like, my dream was that panties thrown at me. I got freaking suspenders like Doc Martin.
After Motley Crue, all the bands look like Rush.
yeah, right. Oh, like the Grateful Dead. Like, forget it. Like,
Hilarious.
no, but there's a lot of girls into the music now. Like there always was. Again, there's like, look, at the end of the day, people say crazy music. I'm like, I tell people, do you get angry? Yeah, okay, then there's a moment for this music. Because it's all that when you're happy. You think I sit around listening to the fucking Sundays? But if you put it on and I'm bugging out on a sunny day, put that shit up, right? Yeah. And you laugh. You know, it goes with the moment. I'm like, yo, when you're angry, you don't got to be into it. Like, put that loud shit on, you know? So I tell people, I was like,
hell yeah.
If you're human, you might feel this one day. Even if it's for 5 minutes. So, you know what I mean? It's something for everything, you know? It's music.
What's up, Food Podcast? Go check out Hoya and fucking Hoyo and Jorge and fucking Smoking Word TV, dog.
Smoking Word TV podcast, guys.
And also your YouTube show.
Check that out. I got a new show, the Heavy Collective. You guys got to check it out. I go to different states, basically connecting the weed with the music and local business. So it's like, we're doing that now. We're shopping the shit. We're going around. We're doing that. We're out here filming LA. I got Las Vegas and in the bag in Denver. And we're going around the country and, you know, trying to, spread the word. So.
And what's your handle on Instagram?
Hoya Roc 357 Instagram and Smoking Word TV on Instagram, and you know the deal.
You have dates coming up on tour?
We got some European dates coming up. So unless you're German, it don't matter. But if you're from Deutschland, you already know the deal. Besides that, right now, just the channel. Look out for the show. Look out for that LA edition of the Heavy Collective.
Thanks for having me, man. You're an awesome guest.
No, thank you for having me. We've been talking about this for a while. I'm a fan. I've been following you guys for a minute, so I finally got to do it.
You ain't no Angel Salazar.
Nah,
bro.
Oh, he was wild. He was wild. Next time we got to do the American meat because I'll break that shit down for
bro.
you.
Thank you, man.
Yeah.
We for sure.
Hell yeah, bro.
Yeah.